Hey, good morning everyone. This is Jonathan or John English, and today we're gonna have a live lesson about there is, there are, houses, vocabulary, furniture, and some other. So I hope it helps you improve your English. Hola a todos. Hoy voy a estar hablando sobre there is, there are, vocabulario sobre casas, sobre muebles y algunos otros temas relacionados. Espero que te ayude a mejorar tu inglés. This video will be on YouTube, my channel also, where I share my screen. Este video va a estar en mi canal de YouTube, donde voy a estar también compartiendo la pantalla y pues interactuando aquí con los estudiantes. So I hope it helps you. If you have any question, please leave it in the comments and I will answer when I'm available. Right now I'm going to go to Zoom and connect with my students in a few minutes. Okay, this might take a while. For now, I'll be turning on this one as well. Let me know where are you connecting from. Okay, I'm just creating the meeting on Zoom, and I'll be here, my other computer. Okay, I will start this meeting, but I first need to send this to my students on the WhatsApp group. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just sent my link. Oops. I will have to close this session. to use several screens here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Faisuri. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. How are you, Sarah?
I'm fine. Are you?
Okay, I'm fine too. Thank you. Faisuri, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's great. Let's give a few minutes for the other students to come in, okay? Let's just give a few minutes. Okay, let me send another text to the WhatsApp group. Okay. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, Alejandra is coming in. Good morning, Alejandra.
Good morning, teacher. How are you?
Fine. How are you today?
Fine.
Okay, great. How was your week?
Good. Pretty good.
Okay. Let me just turn off something here. Okay, today we're going to start. We will continue with last class. For Jesus' sake. We will continue with the last unit, which is unit 7. Let me share the screen. Okay. Okay, let's go to the page 48. Page 48 in the book. I will share my screen in a moment. Hold on. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen, please. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, there is a conversation here in the page 48, unit 7. We have a conversation about there is, there are, okay? So I'm going to play the audio for this, and then I will ask you some questions about it. Let me see, this is unit, okay, this is conversation 6. Sorry?
What is the budget?
What page?
Yes.
48. 48, okay? Page.
Oh, 47.
Oh, let me see. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, yes, it's 47. 47. I'm sorry. It's 47. Yeah. Page 47. Yeah, I was confused.
Page 47, exercise 6, conversation. There aren't any chairs. Listen and practice.
This apartment is great.
Thanks. I love it, but I really need some furniture.
What do you need?
Oh, I need lots of things. There are some chairs in the kitchen, but there isn't a table.
And there's no sofa here in the living room.
And there aren't any chairs. There's only this lamp.
So let's go shopping next weekend.
Page 47, exercise 6, conversation. There aren't any chairs. Listen and practice.
This apartment is great.
Thanks. I love it, but I really need some furniture.
What do you need?
Oh, I need lots of things. There are some chairs in the kitchen, but there isn't a table.
And there's no sofa here in the living room.
And there aren't any chairs. There's only this lamp.
So let's go shopping next weekend.
Okay, so what are they talking about in the conversation?
The new house.
Okay, they're talking about a house. They're talking about specifically about an apartment, right? Okay. What do they need? What things do they need? They're talking about furniture, right? It says they need some chairs, okay? They need some chairs for the kitchen. They need also a table. There is no sofa, and there aren't any chairs, okay? So they have to go shopping, okay? So in this conversation, we see some examples about how to use there is and there are, right? There is and there are is in Spanish the expression I or no hay, okay? There is I, there are I is both is the same word in Spanish, but it's used differently, okay? So in the next, we're gonna see some more explanation in the next presentation about it, okay? Just give me one moment. Let me see. Okay, give me just a few. I forgot to download it, so just give me a few minutes. No, maybe a minute. And we will open it. Okay. Okay, so in this page we see the examples. Okay, we see some examples about how to use there is and there are. Oh Jesus. Okay, so there is a bed in the bedroom. There is no sofa in the bedroom. it means is negative. We can say there is no or there isn't. There isn't a table in the kitchen. There are some chairs in the kitchen. Okay, now this is for plural. There are no chairs in the living room. There aren't any chairs in the living room. Okay, there is, there's equals there is. So in this presentation that I'm going to show you, we will understand a little bit more about there is and there are and some other words that we have to use, we need to use in English. Okay, something's wrong with this website. Let me close it. Okay. Okay, the presentation is loading. Okay, so let's continue with what it says here in the book. So number one, if we look at the picture, there is no dresser in the bedroom. Okay, there is no dresser in the bedroom. Number two, Faisuri, are there any chairs in the kitchen? Faisuri? Number two, can you complete number two?
Is yes, there are chairs in the kitchen.
Okay, there are chairs in the kitchen. Thanks, Alejandra. We can say there are chairs in the kitchen, or we can say there are some chairs in the kitchen. Or we can say also the number. There are, how many chairs are there in the kitchen? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many?
Three.
Okay, there are
Three chairs.
There are 3 chairs in the kitchen. Okay. Number 3. Yes?
Is chairs or chairs?
Chairs. Chairs. Okay. Practice. Chairs.
Chairs.
Okay. Chairs. Yeah. Okay. Number 3. Let me ask. Let me see. Sarah. Sarah. Number 3. Is there a TV in the living room?
They are. No estoy segura.
Number 3. Okay, remember that we use there is. Oh, give me one moment. Okay, Valeria is logging in. Okay, remember that there is. We have there is for singular. Okay, and we have there are for plural. Okay, there are for plural. Okay, so example, we have here there is for singular and there are for plural. Okay.
Okay.
What? So TV is singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes. Okay. So how will you complete the sentence?
There is TV in the living room.
Correct. Thank you. Number 4. Faisuri, is there any refrigerator?
No.
Okay, so how will you complete the sentence?
There is no refrigerator.
There is no refrigerator. Correct. Thank you. Okay. Alejandra, oh, who is this? So there is no refrigerator. Okay, number 5. Valeria, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Okay. Valeria, are there any rocks? Any rocks in the picture?
Profe, ¿me puede preguntar que me traduzca la página del libro?
Okay, it's page 48. Page 48, okay? Unit 7. Okay, Alejandra, number 5, please. Could you complete it?
Yes. Is there aren't rocks on the floor.
There aren't any rocks on the floor, okay? There aren't. Good. Number 6. Sarah, could you complete number 6? Sarah? Curtains on the windows. Yep.
They are.
There are.
They are. ¿Cómo se dice?
Curtains.
Curtains on the window.
There are curtains on the windows. Okay, so but in the picture, do you see curtains in the windows?
No.
Okay, so how will you make the sentence?
They are no.
There are no. Okay, correct. There are no curtains on the windows. Okay, number 7. Is there any mirror? Is there any mirror in the bedroom? Let me ask Valeria, you ready? Is there any mirror in the bedroom? Or Alejandra? Is there any mirror?
There's no.
There's no mirror in the bedroom? Are you sure? Are you sure?
No.
Okay, but I think there is a mirror in the bedroom.
¿Pero cuál es el baño?
Bathroom. Okay, no. It's bedroom. Okay. So here I see something here. Let me see. Okay. I think this is a mirror. Okay. Remember, mirror is where you see yourself. So you can.
There's a.
There is.
Oh, there's. No sé. No sé.
Okay, so that will be there is a mirror, okay, in the bedroom. There is, we see one mirror in the bedroom, okay. Number 8, let me ask Faisuri. Are there any books in the bookcase?
There are no books in the bookcase.
Okay, there are, remember, there are no books in the bookcase, correct, okay? Okay, good. So I think my presentation here is ready. We will see some, we will talk about countable and uncountable nouns, okay? We will see, okay. Okay, we will talk about countable and non-countable nouns. Okay, so in this presentation we will talk about countable and uncountable nouns. We will talk about a, an, some, and any. And also we will talk about there is, there are. Okay, so what is a countable noun? A countable noun, it's a person, animal, or things that we can count. Okay, we can count. It means we can say there are 1, 2, 3. We can say 2 people, 3 animals, 4 things, and so on. Okay, they can be singular or plural. Okay, so for example, I have here markers. Okay, marker is a countable noun. Why? Because I can say 1 marker, 2 markers. Okay, and I even have more markers. I have 3 markers now. Okay, I have now even a 4th marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a countable noun, and I can make it plural. I can make it plural. Okay, so that's a countable noun. Can be singular, plural. Can be 1 or can be many. Okay, so that is a countable noun. What is an uncountable noun? An uncountable noun, it's a substance, a concept, an idea, something that we cannot divide. It's something we cannot separate. It's we usually treat it as a singular. Okay, so we use it as a singular. Okay, for example, a thought is something that is an idea. An idea is not countable. We will see some examples. Okay. Anyway, if you have any question, just at the end we will answer any question. Okay, we will see some examples for countable nouns. Okay, so what is a countable noun? We have an owl. Okay, an owl is an animal. Okay, we have, what is that? Can you tell me what is that?
A table.
Thank you, that's a table. Okay, and it's countable because we can say 1 table or 2 tables or 3 tables or 100. Okay, so that's a table. What is that? What is that on the table? Can anybody say it? Say it. What is that on the table?
It's apple.
It's an apple. Remember. So remember that when we have a noun starting by if we have a noun starting by a vowel, so we use an, okay? And let me see if I'm showing right. So we have an apple, okay? An apple. Good. So it's countable because we can say 1 apple, 2 apples, 500 apples. Okay, let's continue. That is an apple. Now we have, how many apples we have? How many apples we have? Okay. How many apples are there on the table?
There are 3 apples.
There are 3 apples, okay? So we can say some apples, okay? We also can say some apples. There are some apples or a certain number of apples on the table. Okay, then we have a cat here. We have a cat. We have, what is that? Faisuri, what is that?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's a boy. It's a boy. What we can say is a magician. A magician. Okay, what are those? What are those, Sarah? Sarah, are you listening? Are you there? Okay, let me see. Sophia, good morning. We have Sophia, we have Juan David, we have Santiago. Good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning to the ones that have entered the room. Okay, so we have some girls. Okay, we have 2 girls in the presentation. We have a boy, we have 2 girls or some girls. Okay, so those were countable. Now let's take a look on uncountable. Uncountable, things that we cannot count. Let's continue. Okay, so for example, water. Water is something we cannot divide or separate. So water, usually any liquid, is uncountable. Water, milk, beer, any liquid. So we have some water. Bread. In English, bread is uncountable. So we have bread and some other things. But here it says countable nouns, we can use them. We can use the indefinite article a or an with countable nouns in singular. We can use some affirmative and any negative interrogative with countable nouns in plural. Uncountable nouns, we can use some for affirmative and any for negative or interrogative with uncountable nouns. Now we use there is with countable nouns and in singular and uncountable nouns. Okay, so we use there is with countable nouns. So for example, I can say there is one marker on my desk. Okay, there is one marker on my desk. Okay, or I can say there is some water in my cup. There is some water in my cup. So I can use there is with countable nouns in singular, and I can use there is with uncountable nouns. We use there are only with countable nouns in plural. For example, I can say there are 2 markers on my desk. There are 2 markers on my desk. There are some markers on my desk. So always I use there are with the plural form of countable nouns. We never, okay, listen very carefully, we never use there are with uncountable nouns. We never use there are with singular forms or uncountable nouns. Okay, we will see some examples. Okay, here's an example. There is an owl on the table. There is an owl. It means there is one animal on the table. Now, there isn't. This is the negative. There isn't, or there is no owl on the table. There isn't any. Now we see any. In Spanish, any means like ninguno. There isn't any owl on the table. Now we have another animal. There is a cat under the table. There is a cat under the table. That's singular. But now it disappeared. Okay? It was magically. There isn't any cat under the table. Now there isn't any. It means there is no hay ningún. There is no cat under the table. Now we have there is some water on the floor. There is some water. Remember, water is uncountable. So we use there is and we use some. There is some water, but now it disappeared. Now there isn't any water on the floor. Now there isn't any water on the floor. Now let's practice. Let's see. Paisuri, can you make a sentence with the things that are on the table?
There is books in the table.
Okay, remember that we use there are with plural, okay?
They are.
Okay, so can you say the sentence again? Please.
They are. table.
Okay, good. So here's an idea. When we have a certain amount of things, but we don't know the number, we use the word some. Okay, we can say there are some, which means algunos. There are some books on the table. Okay, now we also can say, as we can see in the picture, we also could say there are many books. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, every 40 minutes the app closes, so we need to log back in. So I will stop here this live, and I will start. Oh no, I will continue. We continue with the same. Okay, I will restart the streaming in a few minutes. Okay, hope to see you back.